Julia's Lost Loves. Dylan McDermott, Julia Roberts. When Julia Roberts was just 19, she was in a romantic relationship with Liam Neeson, who was 16 years her senior, and living with him at his Venice, California, home until she snagged the role of Shelby in Steel Magnolias, where she met Dylan McDermott in 1988. Sparks flew immediately with her on-screen husband, and the two were engaged, until she dumped him for her Flatliners co-star Kiefer Sutherland in 1990. See a pattern here? Kiefer Sutherland, Julia Roberts. She eventually embarked on a passionate path with Kiefer Sutherland that certainly had its own hiccups along that way, namely, his drinking. "We work together, we're in love with each other," she said in 1990. That's a life, you can't ask for more. The following year, the two young actors announced their engagement, and there was even a wedding shower thrown for her. But just days before the nuptials in June of 1991, she called it off, blindsiding Sutherland. The heartbreak was even more painful when she resurfaced in Ireland with his friend, fellow actor Jason Patric. Jason Patric, Julia Roberts. Although the relationship was wrought with raised eyebrows because of the way it blossomed, Julia and Jason Patric appeared to be a very happy couple. They even had matching manes of long, flowy hair. But after a year of dating, the two called it quits in 1992, and Julia took a big step back from acting and the limelight. Julia Roberts, Lyle Lovett. Julia's low profile went out the window in 1993 when, at age 25, she secretly married country singer Lyle Lovett after dating for just 3 weeks. The two first met after appearing in The Player, although they did not share any scenes together. At the time, Lovett was in a relationship. In fact, he and his girlfriend were hoping to meet the actress during filming. But soon enough, he and Julia were head over heels. Then on June 25, during a weekend break from shooting The Pelican Brief, the odd couple threw together a last-minute wedding in just 72 hours in Marion, Indiana. Fellow celeb Susan Sarandon served as a bridesmaid, and Sarandon's daughter Eva Murray was a flower girl. The affair was jaw-dropping to both fans and his conservative Southern family. Julia's $2,000 slip dress was so thin, you could see her belly button. One of Lovett's relatives complained to People magazine. Worse yet, the bride was also barefoot. Just 21 months later, Julia and Lovett called it quits. Matthew Perry, Julia Perry. A year after splitting from Lovett, the Sleeping with the Enemy star found someone with whom she could be more than friends, Matthew Perry. The two grew close in 1996 after the actress made a guest appearance on his hit sitcom, playing a former nerdy classmate who was all grown up and sexy. But the romance was fleeting, and reps for the duo later confirmed the two had only gone on a few dates. Benjamin Bratt, Julia Roberts. It seemed like Julia had finally found the one when she began dating tall, dark, and handsome Benjamin Bratt in 1998. The Law and Order hunk was by her side at all the major award shows, including the 2001 Oscars when she took home a Best Actress statue for Erin Brockovich. But just a few months later, there were rumblings that after nearly 4 years together, the two were headed for a split after she grew distant during filming of The Mexican South of the Border. Although her rep denied it for weeks, finally in August 2001, his publicist announced it was indeed over. Danny Moder, Julia Roberts. After all those Hollywood hunks, it took a cameraman she met on the set of The Mexican, the movie where she suddenly started giving Bratt the cold shoulder, to get Julia to settle down. Although he was married at the time, that union was quickly ended and Moder took up with the actress, which resulted in a lot of back and forth in the press with his former wife, Vera. At one point, Julia even stepped out in a t-shirt that read "Aloe Vera, get it? Aloe Vera." But these days, the Moders are living a quiet lifestyle with their 3 children, 7-year-old twins Phineas and Hazel, and Henry, 5. "The coolest thing you can do for your children is to love each other in their presence," she told Allure in 2009.